Hello there, everyone. It's Mangaka. I'm on my laptop again, but I do have my nice Elgato microphone, not sponsored, by the way. So hopefully the audio quality is a little nicer than we're used to getting from me on these kind of videos. There's been a little bit of shakeup in the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising community. So earlier today, the official Granblue Twitter posted this. We suspended online functionality for accounts detected to be involved in the following activities: rank manipulation, disorderly content. We'll continue to keep an eye on things to ensure a fair online experience for all players. And then pretty much shortly after this news drop, we had this bit of news drop where Ryazo, who is a very strong American player, in fact, they were the highest placing American in the Arxis World Tour finals for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. They got third place at that event. And, they've won several tournaments. They've gotten, numerous top eights. Like, they are a damn good player. We know them. We know they're a strong player. Six main, but also have been playing with Anila in online, and Ryazo was banned. They were one of the people who did get banned for this stuff. And the current narrative right now is that this is happening because Ryazo got 10k crystals on Anila, which is like a very difficult feat. I mean, getting that many crystals on any character, I think, is quite hard. But doing it on Anila, a character that many people consider to be a weaker character amongst the cast, maybe bottom 5, I think you could make a case for. It's kind of crazy. But, Ryazo's also kind of crazy good at the video game. And, you're not running into, Arxis World Tour talent in every single rank game. You're going to, if you're Ryazo, if you're a player of Ryazo's caliber, you're probably going to gap almost anyone you run into online in like rank mode, right? But this is all kind of crazy. And the narrative right now is, again, like, this is because of like, how good Ryazo is, right? Like Zane, who is our Evo finalist this year, getting second place, has said like, oh, so we're just banning people for being just good at the video game. This is a pretty common sentiment, right? Like I know G Tech, another Granblue TO, or a Granblue TO, has kind of shared a similar sentiment. But I'm mainly putting this out there to be like, what the hell is going on? Because this is definitely bizarre. I mean, when you ban a player and you list these reasons, right? Now the problem with the statement, right, is that this is kind of like a blanket statement, like, hey, we're doing this for several accounts. It just so happens that one of the accounts is of a very notable player who we know could not possibly be cheating. Like, online is one thing, but Ryazo is so good, they don't need to cheat in like an online setting. Like, they don't need to. Like, offline, where there's like literally no way to cheat with like using like a script or anything like that, or like match fixing, which there isn't any evidence of that. I'm not saying anything about that. It's simply like, we look at the career of Ryazo, there's no indication of any of that going on. And they're that good at the game in an offline environment. There's no way they need to do any sort of like boosting thing for ranked to get Anila to like that high of a crystal count. Like, there's just, Ryazo doesn't need to do that. So the only thing that kind of sticks out in my mind then is like disorderly conduct. Like, of the things that, okay, if you're suspending accounts that are guilty of rank manipulation, I think we can all kind of agree that Ryazo is very unlikely to have done this. Is there something that apparently they've done in their play or something to warrant this? Like, where they don't like how they either behaving in matches or how they've acted in some capacity? Like, there's a lot of questions, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of clear communication why this happened. We don't even know if this is like an error, if they accidentally banned the account, right? There's simply like a lot of confusion regarding this right now. And Ryazo, like, coming to their own defense, excuse me, the post is right here. They said, hey, I streamed almost everything. It's still on my Twitch. So like, they put out that, hey, I several of these streams are listed like first Anila to reach 10k crystals, right? And you can see that there's hours and hours and hours of footage to look through. And you can look and see, and you can like, be your own judge, or at the very least, Psy Games or Arxis or whoever is like legislating this can comb through all this evidence. But like, for a prominent top level player to be hit with a ban like this is just very weird. And for also this ban to be done without directly addressing this player or giving reasons for it is very badly managed. Like, this is something that needs to be addressed pretty quickly, and either, something needs to be done, Ryazo needs to be unbanned, an apology needs to be issued, or Cygames, Arxis, whoever needs to come forward and say, hey, so we know that there's been a lot of talk about this, but here's why we did it, and we're sticking to it. This is sort of like a developing story, as it is. So this is just kind of a crazy thing to wake up to. Still no word on a fairy bug, which I might make a video on, but I think everyone knows about it. Only thing else I can say is if you're watching this on August 15th, be sure to tune into the Paragon FGC bracket tonight, the Ryazo Memorial Tournament. It's a free-to-play ladder, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Play for 2 hours, right? As many games as you want. And I will be on this broadcast commentating tonight with my boy Aaron Curry. So make sure you check it all out there. And let me know what you think in the comments below about this. This is some pretty crazy stuff, and I hope it doesn't get more dramatic than this. I hope this is the end of the drama. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Looking forward to this dry patch in a week. Peace.